Thank you very much, and welcome to Six in the City, show number 2. That's French for 2.
We made it.
We made it, my friend. We are here.
We made it to the second show.
Shake my hand.
Okay, I can't. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you gotta stay away from the matrix, the magic screen. So, did you see the show on the weekend?
I didn't.
Sunday night at 6. Obviously, we're watching it now. Sunday night at 6. I watched it. Got the whole family together, and I was mildly surprised. It was on the TV screen. It was about a quarter of the screen, and we had the important lottery numbers and the weather and local happenings, community events. But we garnered a quarter of that screen.
Well, I guess we're easing into things.
We're easing into
things. We're
not
going to take up the whole screen first week. We can't expect that.
If we do really well, we'll get the whole screen.
That's our goal.
Yeah, I'm sure of it.
Have I been on yet? Have I been on TV? Like, I think it's there. Oh, there I am. Yeah.
Yeah,
it was just a shot of you. I kept looking over there, and all I saw was you.
You know,
I thought people would wonder, who's he talking to?
You shouldn't be a part of the show just to get on the screen.
Well, you busted me. That's what I was. I just want to be on TV.
I
really have nothing to say. I just want to be on TV.
Well, I understand that, but I don't support it. This weekend I saw a movie. I saw Zoolander.
Did you?
Ben Stiller and that
Owen Wilson.
The blonde guy with the wonky nose.
Yeah, it's Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson.
Yep. What'd you think?
It was okay. It's the kind of movie that a bunch of guys getting together would probably piddle their pants over. Very funny, some really good lines, and my wife wouldn't think it was funny at all. She'd think it was dumb.
Ben Stiller's this is kind of the what's the British group that
Monty Python.
Monty Python. I think Ben Stiller's kind of the Monty Python of this generation.
Well, yeah, he had
humor.
Meet the Parents and something about Mary.
Yep.
And this one, all kind of wacky humor, but not bad. I'd probably give it about a 6 or 7 out of 10.
Oh, that isn't too bad.
If I was rating, if I was going to do that, that's what I do. So, anyways, I was going to tell you. Last Thursday, I went to a certain donut shop to buy a coffee. The lineup for this donut shop, the cars are lined up all the way back to the road. So you can't actually turn in there without causing a major traffic disturbance. So I zip around, park my car, and walk in, and the line inside was outside.
I've experienced that. I know the donut store you're referring to, and I've experienced that. Sarnians love their donuts.
Well,
and coffee.
It's ludicrous, actually, and I believe we're building another one.
Pretty close to where we are, right?
Pretty close to where we are, right outside the bounds of our Hellwood Halls here.
Yep.
So.
Well, we need another one if the cars are backed up to the road.
Well, I think that's obvious. Or maybe we should just quit drinking coffee.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Yeah. I think we've become addicted to caffeine.
Yeah. Not me, Buster.
Oh, I have.
I'm into fruit juice.
And carrots.
Goes right through me. Would you like a tasty carrot?
I'm not going to have a carrot, but
these are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, crunch.
Yeah.
That's delicious.
Sure, everyone heard that crunch. No, I'm going to pass on the carrot. Thank you.
So, what'd you do this week?
I went down to Toronto.
And?
Oh, you want more?
Yeah.
I went to see Steve Molitor fighting for the World Boxing Federation Super Bantamweight title.
Steve Bad Boy Molitor.
He's actually not Steve Bad Boy Molitor anymore. He's Steve the Canadian Kid.
The Canadian Kid.
Yep.
Steve the Canadian Kid.
I think it's just an image thing. They've changed the nickname to the Canadian Kid now, and he won. He kicked butt. In fact, it wasn't even close. He scored a third-round TKO. No, third-round KO. Actually, the guy was out cold.
Well, tell you what. Why don't we look at those pictures after this short break?
Okay.
We'll be back with Six in the City in a minute.
This won't change your world, but it could change your life for the better. As part of a healthy diet, we should eat between 5 and 10 servings of vegetables and fruit a day. This could reduce your risk of cancer, heart disease, and stroke. Remember, one serving isn't that big. An apple or a single carrot. We all lead busy lives. A few simple choices can make a big difference. Vegetables and fruits. Are you getting enough?
6 months ago, she didn't know what kidney disease was. Today, it affects every aspect of her life. Hours of dialysis don't leave much time for bedtime stories. She misses weekend camping trips. She misses family pizza night. And her daughter misses them too. Through research and patient services, the Kidney Foundation is helping to create a better life for patients and their families.
Whenever the need is there,
So are we,
and now, facing a new day, one thing remains the same.
the caring faces of St. John Ambulance.
Thanks to your support,
We'll face whatever the future holds.
be one of the many faces of St. John Ambulance.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Welcome back to Six in the City, Session 1, Part 2, or Part 2, Session 1. We were just about to look at some pictures from the Steve Molitor fight. Steve is now the Canadian champion.
The Canadian super bantamweight champ.
The Canadian super bantamweight champion.
And I took the photos that you're going to see, maybe, that you might be seeing right now, for all we know.
Okay. Well, I don't believe we're seeing them yet,
Okay.
but I think they're going to be up on the.
Oh, there we go.
Up on the. There we go. Now there's Steve's in the.
He's in the red.
22nd.
Yep.
Okay.
That's an action shot.
That is an
You
action
can tell how close I was there, right up ringside.
Your head was like
Yeah.
sitting on the ring.
Yep. And there, that's the one of the knockdowns. I think that was actually the knockdown that ended the fight. The KO.
He's
that ended
pummeling the
fight.
guy.
It wasn't even close. It was a dominant performance. And there afterwards, the entourage, the happy.
Everybody's happy.
The world champ. The
Oh,
world
there's
champ.
the belt. I see the belt.
Yep.
Wow.
We got a world champ from Sarnia, and he's going to be on the show next week.
He's going to be on our show next
He's
week.
gonna be
Wow.
here.
Howdy do, howdy do. That's excellent. Good job.
Thank you.
Excellent. Now, our guest for tonight is a famous movie maker from Petrolia, the one, the only, Mr. Mark McNabb. Mark,
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you, John.
Good to have you on the show.
Good to see you.
Excellent.
Great intro. Thank you.
Well, I meant every word of it, my friend. Now, Mark, I met you back in,
1994.
was it 94?
Yes.
Yeah, and you were shooting, what movie was that?
Ooh, Return of the Artist and the Con Man.
The Return of the Artist and the Con
The
Man.
sequel to the highly popular Artist and the Con Man.
That's right. That's right. And you've done quite a few movies after that.
Yes. Yes, we've been pretty hard at it. Yeah, we kind of shifted from hobby phase to part-time phase.
Oh
Yeah. Hobby to part-time.
You've made
Yeah.
that big jump from
It's a
hobby
big
to
jump.
part-time. Now, does that support you? Like you're full-time, 24 hours a day?
No, no, starving artist. No, actually, it pays for itself. You know, we've kind of moved out of that phase of, oh look, we need to go and get bottles and take them up and get money to make movies. So we've moved past that, and now
That's a good phase to move
It's
past.
great. I hated being in the gutters. It was awful. It was just awful.
Yes.
So, but no, now we're making larger films and bigger casts and being on location, which is always fun.
What companies are you working for? I think you said City TV is looking at some stuff.
Actually, it was just around 1997 that we produced a film in Sarnia.
Okay.
And for whatever reason, we ended up in Saskatchewan with that film. Never been to a film festival, and met some people from City TV while we were out there. So they gave us an opportunity, opened up some pretty major doors for us.
Wow. What film was that?
The film we took to Saskatchewan was called The Company. So it was an action drama that we
Okay.
did. But at the same time we were doing that one, we produced another film called Goodbye Burlesque, which was a musical comedy, and that was kind of what made people go, a musical comedy in Canada, it's very interesting. Why would you be doing that type of film? So it was doing that kind of, you know, made them go, oh, you know, I think she said, it was very kind of her, the representative at City TV said we had Moxie. So
Moxie?
Moxie, whatever.
Moxie. Dave?
That's impressive. We got a thesaurus right there if we need to know what that means. I had to look it up. I didn't know what
wish I had
Moxie was.
Moxie.
Like,
So-
sure, Moxie.
So your latest feature?
Our latest is Love Wine.
Love Wine.
Love Wine. We had never produced romantic comedy, and we had received probably a dozen scripts over the course of a year. And a lot of them, there were some comedies in there, but they're what the writers were referring to as angry comedies. So it was a very interesting, and they were rather dark and very weird kind of films. And then this script came through, and it was a very traditional kind of romantic comedy. Very sweet. Oh, yeah, actually, just noticing there, that's actually us out on Pelee Island there. Those are some clips from the film.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, we actually had probably, well, we were told by the people on Pelee Island that we literally had probably one of the best weeks for sunsets. You know, we had some incredible sequences. And yeah, we were really fortunate. The island was very supportive of the film and very supportive of us being out there. And
good community there?
Incredible community. Really, really, really amazing.
What's the population on Pelee Island?
In the summer or during the year? Because we found that out pretty quick too. During the summer, upwards of 1,000, you know, will actually get onto the island. Through the year, you're 200 to 300. So but we got the chance to go out there and check out the locations, and I could say just an incredible amount of support to produce the movie.
Is this a trailer we're looking at here, Mark?
Yeah, it's actually, this particular, it's kind of a montage of different sequences and different shots in the movie, some of the different actors that were in the film. Casted it out of Toronto.
Really?
Which we've only done twice since getting into films. So that was very amazing. I mean, it was a lot of fun to bring them in and say, look, do you want to go out to a really, really beautiful island and make a movie for 12 days? It was pretty much all we needed to get them to go.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
and of course, the island's known for its wine industry. So
yes. So love wine.
Love wine.
Love wine. Now, what are your hopes with this project?
Actually, it's kind of exciting time for us. We shot the film, and we want to take it the whole distance. You know, we want to take it to the film festivals. So we took our moxie and went to the American Film Market, actually, in Santa Monica, California. And we met a distributor, and as of Friday, we signed with that distributor.
Wow.
It's very exciting for us.
So what does that mean for everybody that...
Actually, I've just noticed that this is actually us coming across on the boat. These are some of the making of sequences.
Oh, okay.
That's actually Tara Goudreau. And there we are there reading our scripts. We actually found the place where we were staying, actually, our accommodations, we just ended up turning into a set. Because it was so amazing. It was just such a really great place
You're referring
to
to it right there.
Yep, I'm looking around going, this would be a great place to make a movie.
Yeah.
So we were actually, that's our director of photography, Rob Timstra. He was the gentleman who actually took the course and learned how to use the technology that we used for the movie, and it was really exciting. Yeah, a lot of basically that's our evening ritual. You know, just looking over the script and figuring out
the next day.
Yep, figuring out what we're going to make, and that's actually there. That's Rob Timster there with the actual camera itself.
Now, is there a lot of smooching in this movie?
Yeah, there actually is probably too much. You know,
it's
a lot. There's a lot of it going on, and it gets you got to get used to that.
Like little pecks or actual, you know?
No, actually, part of the I'll give you a little hint of the story itself is the film itself deals with a woman who is to gain inheritance of her aunt and uncle's love wine, like business called Love Wine, but in order to claim the inheritance, she has to maintain the family ritual, and that ritual is to make love on the grapes at first harvest.
And then those grapes they make into wine.
Sure. Yeah. I can say that safely.
Count me out for Moxie.
Yeah. It was a very, very unique script.
Yeah,
and it was very
exactly.
unique.
Look,
Yeah, it was
a very unique flavor to the wine, I'm sure.
Yes, and actually, so many people have brought that. First response is, "Oh, really? Yes. Ew."
That's what I would say.
No, but
just when you would say, ew.
Ew. Ew. You know, it's just not really. Yeah. So, but I mean, we're excited because people saw the film, and we're really excited about the look of the film, and the technology that we used, and so that was very exciting. You know. So now we're moving into doing the post-production on it over the next several months.
Wow. Well, that's excellent. Okay. Well, tell you what. We'll return after a couple minutes of wonderful break. Back to 6 in the City.
Hi, I'm Otis Key from the world-famous Harlem Globetrotters. And you're watching Kojiko TV6.
Thank you very much. Welcome back to 6 in the City, Episode 2, Return to the Jedi. Okay, tonight we have a special guest with us, Murray Finch. Murray Finch, local constable, in support of Crime Stoppers.
That's correct.
Murray, how's it going?
Good. How's it going with you, John?
It's going quite well. Quite well, my friend.
Good.
Now, you're a police officer.
That's correct.
Okay. And you're in charge of Crime Stoppers.
That's right. As of June last year, I became the full-time coordinator for the Sunny Lantern Crime Stoppers program. I was seconded to that position from the Lambton County Detachment.
Were you sequestered?
Not sequestered. That's in the jury selections. But no, I was seconded, which is a different terminology. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what exactly is Crime Stoppers? What's the gist?
Well, basically, Crime Stoppers is an opportunity for people to call in on a hotline to provide information anonymously to assist the police agencies in their area or elsewhere to help them solve crimes. And it's really a three-way partnership with the police, the media, and the public. So the police have the crimes that they're investigating. They go to the media, and the media basically they broadcast the crimes for us, and then the public has information. They call it into us.
Wow. Yeah. Kind of like a, can we say snitch?
You could say snitch, but we like to use more professional terms, such as being anonymous.
Being anonymous. Now, here's something I've always wondered. Because it's anonymous, how do you claim your reward?
And that's a good question, and I'm glad you asked that so we could correct that problem, eh?
Yeah, because if I'm going to report, like, say I see Dave stealing music off the internet.
Which he wouldn't.
Like, he would never do that, right? But say I caught him doing that, and I call Crime Stoppers, and you say, okay, don't give us your name because it's anonymous, right?
Right.
He's convicted, because you got to be convicted to get the reward.
Nope. Maybe I should explain it to you.
Okay, I'll shut up. You go ahead.
No, that's okay, John. That's the common myth that a lot of people have, that a person has to be convicted, and they don't have to be convicted. What happens when a person calls into our hotline, we take their information and we assign them a 4-digit identification number. That number becomes their name to us. If they forget their number and they call back later on, we don't pick up the conversation where they left off, because we can't confirm for sure that it's actually the individual that called. But once we get that information and we take it, we give it to the police investigate that information, and if they're successful in apprehending somebody or clearing a case, then what they'll do is they'll come back to us with a report telling us how they made out with the investigation, and if that person who called in is entitled to a reward, the ball's in their court to call us back again on the 1-800 number again, and then what we do with it is we tell them, yes, you know, your tip was successful or whatever, but we take it to our board of directors, and our board of directors will authorize a reward of up to $1,000, and that reward category falls under a formula that's set down by the Ontario Association of Crime Stoppers.
So how much have you given out in rewards over the years?
Last year it was just over $20,000, and I think since we started, it's over the $200,000 mark. I think it's $219,000 authorized reward since 1986.
That's a lot of money. You ever catch someone like one person does a crime and his brother reports it because he wants the money or something like?
Well, one of those things that we again keep into the anonymity aspect of things. We don't know who the caller is. We don't know if it's the brother, relative, uncle, aunt, sister, whatever it might be that's reporting on the other individual. And if they leak in that information to us during our conversation, what we will do is we will not include that in the report to the police.
Wow.
So there's no way that the police will ever know either as to who the individual is that's calling.
Totally anonymous.
Yep. As long as the person doesn't give up that number, then no one else will know who it is.
Now, a big fundraiser for Crime Stoppers is the jail and bail.
That's right. We have
or bail and jail.
Bail or jail or bail, yeah, whatever you want to call it. The philosophy is the same. Basically, what we do is we go to the community and we ask for community support, and sending people that they think could raise good amounts of money for us to go to jail.
Like Dave.
Like Dave, yeah. Dave would be a good candidate. You be interested in going to jail, Dave?
Not particularly. I've been there. It's not a very attractive thing to...
You don't like it?
I have bad memories.
Bad memories, yeah. Just like when you're in high school?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I hear you.
Is this it on the screen here?
I believe it is. This is actually the first bit of video I've seen of the bail and jail, because I've never even been to a bail and jail or even helped out with one. But that would be George McFadgen there doing the judging, and I don't know who that individual is.
We know who that is, don't we? That's
Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith.
Okay.
Thank you, Thelma.
Thanks, Thelma. But yeah, okay, so Kevin is probably the accused individual, and George is making his decision on what to do with them. he's probably deciding to sentence him to a long time in jail.
I'll throw the book at him.
Yeah, exactly. Why not? You know, he obviously deserves it. Eh? He showed up in the wrong clothing there.
Yeah. Well,
Pretty neat, though, eh?
And where is that going to be held this year?
At the Lambton Mall, the promotional court again, on May 1st and 2nd between the hours of 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Currently, we have 74 people going to jail for us.
Wow.
It's not bad, because last year we had 82 people that had attended. We're changing our format a little bit to try and be a little more conducive to people. We're actually making summonses up for them, and we're trying to get them, to agree to go, so that they want to be there to participate and put the fun into fundraiser, right? And they're coming up with their own ideas. So different ones I've talked to are going to even have their employers or their bosses come down with them.
Their co-hosts?
Well, maybe their co-hosts too, sure, if they're man enough to do it, of course, right? But what they'll do is have their bosses or whoever come down with them act as their defense counsel, and of course what we're hoping the judge will do, of course, in all fairness, is throw both of them into the bucket and have them both raise some money to get themselves out.
Okay.
Everyone kind of takes this in stride, and it's a fun
That's
thing.
right.
You never get anybody who gets upset about this.
Well, you get the odd person that gets upset. I mean, of course, this is the first year I've done this, so of course I want to make sure nobody gets upset. And if they do get upset, I guess it would have to come down to the fact that it's for a good cause. And of course, we try and have those that may get a little upset, that we may select those who we think are good-natured and would actually want to go to jail for us.
Plus, as a policeman, you'd have a billy club right there.
Yeah, but unfortunately the laws are such that we're not allowed to use that equipment. We just have to carry it around for decoration.
Oh, well, I didn't know that law.
Or for our own defense, one or the other.
Oh, for your own defense or for decoration?
Or for protection of the public and that, too.
Oh, the public. Well, I'm sure you could, say it protects the public and
That's right.
raise some money for Crime Stoppers and whack someone on the head.
Now, you would indicate you were at bail in jail one time before. Was this the time you were at jail, the one that was on the video?
No, I wasn't there with Kevin Smith. I was in, and it seemed like I was in for a year.
Oh, is that right?
And you sure feel silly when you're in there. But I think I raised probably about $100 or something like
That's
that.
it. So you really don't have a lot of friends? Is that what you're trying to say? Because normally the people that we get to go to jail, they're people that are well connected in the community, and of course they're good salespeople on that.
I guess I'd make a poor choice. Now, if I could suggest someone,
who would you suggest?
a local sports editor, probably.
Who would that be?
Very well connected in the community, Dave Paul.
Oh, Dave Paul. He'd be a great guy to go to jail. Do you have lots of contacts, Dave? Like, John, whether that'll help you at all.
To be honest, John has a lot better contacts than I do in the community. I know a lot of people, but they don't have money, and so, I mean, John knows,
Yeah,
he knows people that are worth something. I think he'd be the man if we were looking for a candidate. If we were looking for a candidate.
We'd have to get agreement from the people who want to go, too. That's the number one issue. So of
That's
course,
the number one issue.
That's number one issue. So we have to have support from the community, right? And but certainly, of course, people that are willing to go and that are actually community-minded. Those are the kinds of people we're looking for.
Maybe what we'll do is we'll put Murray Finch's name in and see if Captain
I
Jail and
think
Bail.
somebody's taking care of this.
John Hollingsworth?
No.
John Hollingsworth?
Yeah.
John Hollingsworth? Do you
Yes.
have identification?
No, I don't actually. Does that get me out of
John
it?
Hollingsworth?
Yes, it is. He's a
Sir, my name-
persistent cuss, isn't he?
Just listen to him, John.
My name is Constable McCabe of the Sergeant Police Service.
Hmm.
Okay, right now I'm here to place you under arrest.
On it.
Okay, if you're cooperative, I'm going to release you on an appearance notice where you'll be required to appear on May 1st, 2002 at 12:20 p.m. Okay, it's whereas on this day you've been charged for performing a lewd 6 act while impersonating a television TV host contrary to the conjugal cable TV 6. Okay, so I'm going to ask for your name, sir. Can you please remove your mic? Quickly, sir.
My mic?
Yep, quickly, sir.
Would you like a hand with that, sir?
No.
You need some help.
Hand out of my shirt, pal.
Well, I wasn't going to put it in your shirt. I'm just going to hook it for you.
Remove the mic, sir, quickly. Sir, just to let you know that we don't tolerate this type of behavior in our broadcast act, okay?
Somebody's gonna pay for this.
Put your hands
Yes,
on
you will, John.
your hands on your back, sir.
All right.
You'll be representing yourself and pleading your case, sir.
Can I plead right now?
Also, this is advised, sir, you get the mercy of the general public and the local media.
Look, I've got $10 in my pocket.
Also, sir, let me say it, let me finish. Telephone will be at your disposal. Call those who are wishing to take pity on you, okay? Do you understand?
Yeah, I think I do.
Okay, sir, if you can just ask for a small card.
Okay.
See you, John.
Thanks for your participation, John, in bail and jail.
I think John's resisting arrest.
Well, I think he is, and he's probably going to get a higher fine for doing that, of course. Cooperation is exactly what we're looking for. And, of course, with John being uncooperative, which he's demonstrated his ability to be uncooperative here.
Thank you. That, again, was an unexpected turn of events, but we're going to wrap it up for now. I guess I'll have to take over, thanks to John's unfortunate apprehension. It's not the first time it's happened to him. I'll just, you know, and I mean not always bail in jail either. But anyway, we'll come back after this message. Thanks for watching Six in the City.
You tell your parents, and your parents can call, or your parents can tell you to call. But at least we will then know about it. We can then tell the police can talk to Mr. Wallace.
With the Adopt a School program, essentially how it works is we look for organizations and businesses in the community that want to partner up with us to buy promotional items. Keeping in mind that most corporations and that have kids in school have their #1 pride and joy in that school. If they can help us by providing promotional items to try and keep the crime rate at their school as low as not zero, if possible, that's our #1 goal, is trying to eradicate the crime from the community and from the schools themselves and provide the best learning environment for the kids.
Any callers with a 4-digit ID number, or you're going to become a witness in an investigation anyways, you don't have to call us, you can call the police directly. But if it's something where you see something suspicious going on, you know information on that.
They'll make a case about the person that you called them and told them about, and they won't give out your name or anything.
What are you guys going to do with the handout that you were given today, the rulers?
I'm going to bring it to my parents and show them the number and tell them about it in case something happens.
These children are aware of things that have happened within their community, be it vandalism, mischief to other things, theft incidences, drug involvement or weapon involvement, then they're the ones to go to, and they're the ones that now have an opportunity through Crime Stoppers to provide that information anonymously. It's important that it's understood that Coburn Street School here is an excellent school and has been selected by Beth Sal as the school that they are going to sponsor through the Crime Stoppers program. Ultimately, we hope that every school within the County of Lambton is going to receive the same sponsorship through our corporations and businesses, so that all schools will get the benefit of what Coburn Street Public School has here.
If you had friends who asked you about the Crime Stoppers program, what would you tell them?
I would tell them like that you can call and you won't be like screened or anything, like your name. They won't know your name or anything, and or your picture or what you look like and stuff.
Would you feel comfortable doing this yourself if you thought it was important?
Yeah, if it was important.
Because of the ramifications of that. So they can call our hotline and give that information to the police.
Okay, welcome back to Six in the City. We just had the arrest of our host, John Hollingsworth. I'm going to wrap things up here tonight. Murray, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for removing that that impediment to my hosting the show.
It is our job to take the trash out the street, I guess, is what we're trying to say there. And unfortunately, sometimes that element has worked its way into Cogeco. So we're just glad to help out and try and get that cleaned up for you.
Would you like one of his carrots?
Oh, I'd love to. Thanks.
We'll just either way, we'll have a couple of his carrots. And that's going to do it for today's show. We're going to be back next week. We're going to have Steve Molitor on the show, maybe a couple of other guests. Maybe John will be out. I heard him resisting arrest back there. He might be in more trouble than we know. But nonetheless, we'll see you next week. And if John's on the show, then he'll probably be sitting here. And if not, then it'll be me. Thanks for watching Six in the City.
Not that I know of.
Please stand back. This is a dangerous criminal here.
Hey, that's not first.
Stand way back. Sir, please have a seat in the back of the car.
All right, you're not going to leave me in here.
Sir, please cooperate.
I'm claustrophobic.
Sir, please have a seat in the car.